Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
And welcome back to Rockcastle County High School, where we are just, let's say less than 10 minutes away from the opening serve tonight here at the girls' 47th championship match. And Melissa, you joined. This is a coach's dream. It's a game that you get to talk about hanging banners and leaving a legacy, but it's also not an elimination game you get to play next week.
Exactly. These are the kind of games that are fun to coach, fun to watch, because, regardless of what happens tonight, you're moving on to region and giving yourself an opportunity to possibly go on to state tournament. So whatever happens tonight, obviously you'd rather go into region as a number 1 seed than a number 2 seed, but whatever happens tonight, they're moving on to next week and they get to play another game.
You tell me next week is the region will be at the champion of the 45th.
I believe so. I checked last week. I think that's what it said, was the winner of the 45th.
See, that's why we have her for a lot of reasons, but that's one of the reasons we have you here. Magic Monograms, we'll bring you our fashion report as we get ready to get this one going tonight, and I'll go ahead and do the honors. Rock will be in the red tops, white numerals, and does that say Rockets across the front, and blue shorts. They're typical Rockcastle red, white, and blue. Pulaski County maroon tops, white numerals, black sleeves, black pants. And that is your Magic Monogram fashion report. Magic Monograms, conveniently located off North Highway 27. Between Big Lots and the former Backyard Burger, Magic Monograms is a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. Boy, speaking may be difficult tonight. Keys to the game. One, I'm going to give you my one key, and then the rest of it, get your team there on time, and both coaches did that. Now I'm going to leave it to you.
Okay, well, I think that probably a big key for Pulaski tonight is going to be shutting down that front row of Rockcastle. They have their first rotation or second rotation I saw last night. If they stick with the same lineup, they have all 3 big hitters in line on the front row, and so if they can get a couple blocks on Pulaski's side to get in those players' heads, then that is going to work to Pulaski's advantage for sure.
We're glad you joined us tonight. You should be, you could be listening to us, but you may be seeing live action, and our thanks to all of our sponsors for making that possible, and for Jeremiah Jones, who's our production chief, cameraman, and problem solver right now. So we thank him for coming along tonight. And again, sit back, relax. If you want to come out, you probably ought to get headed this way pretty quickly, because Melissa has taught me a lot in 2 or 3 weeks in this volleyball gig. But one thing she has taught me, even good matches, well-contested matches, don't last all that long. So I suggest if you're coming, head this way. All right, we've got the Whitest Cabinets keys to the game. They're brought to you as always by Whitest Cabinets. At Whitest Cabinets, they provide their customers with friendly service. They value your business, and it's their mission to provide reliable products and services. The courteous and professional team at Whitest Cabinet Design Center can turn your vision into reality. Visit the Whitest Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27 and Slate Branch Road to learn more about what they can do for you. Also tonight, our official photography sponsor is the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships, and thank them for the pictures that you see posted on Facebook. All right, nerves. are they, for a veteran team, you've been here, is a district championship a real nerve biter, or is it just one of those, yeah, I'm amped a little bit, but I can handle this?
You know, I think it is, because in some districts it always seems to come down to 2 teams every year. So it's kind of that, who's going to take it home this year? If we took it home last year, are we going to be able to do it back-to-back and take it home again this year? Or do we have to wait another year to try for that? So I think even in a district, knowing that you're moving on to region, I still think those nerves are there, and they are looking to take home a championship tonight, not just runner-up.
So to say these 2 teams are rivals would not be an understatement, correct?
I don't think so. I think that would be accurate.
They have a history.
Yes, yes.
We're glad you could join us. Like I said, we're just moments away from getting this done, getting it started tonight. A reminder, we're supposed to go at somewhere around 6:30, somewhere around 7 o'clock tonight, also on LakeCumberlandSports.com. You'll be able to find it on Facebook, any of our links that you see, and on our webpage. The 48th district will be contested. That will be Southwestern and Somerset Christian, and that one should get started at 7-ish, somewhere after that. So stick around with Melissa and I. We'll work through this one and get you a winner, and then you can catch the end. I think they had a crazy ending last night down there in the 48th, from what I hear. I listened to the end of it on my way home, and I almost had to pull over to listen to the rest of it because I got so excited. So I pulled one of yours. I stuck around to box everything up and get ready to go home, and I ran into 3 or 4 people that I knew over here. And I looked at them, and finally I said, you all should go home. And they said, well, we're not in a huge hurry. I said, no, if you don't go home, I'm going to keep talking. So anyway, we had a good night over here last night. And I want to thank the good folks here at Rockcastle County High School. They, again, tonight, Jeremiah beat me here, and they graciously allowed him to move over here where we've got a better camera angle. And as hosts, they have been good. Yes, they have. It's nice to come somewhere like this where they'll work with you and allow you to give the people at home an opportunity to watch the girls if they can't be here tonight. It is, and if you know anybody that can't make it out tonight that might want to watch this, just give them a drop on however you communicate anymore. Nobody calls anybody anymore, but just let them know, and let them know that we'll bring them all the action here tonight. They're getting ready to introduce the lineups, and I'm trying to remember last night, did they introduce the lineups before the anthem or after the anthem? I think anthem first and then lineups. So we'll wait for a cue from the PAs. And you know the officials tonight. That's Debbie Goff across the way. This is the 47th District Championship, brought to you by Toyota of Somerset and our presenting sponsor, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, Rockcastle against Pulaski, and what ought to be a lot of fun. They are going to introduce the lineups first, so you and I are going to have a chance to chat just a little bit. You mentioned the big front line of Rock last night. I asked Debbie Noble, their basketball coach over here, she stopped by before you got here, and she and I go back a long way, and I said, well, looks like your basketball team's set for this year. You've got, I saw at least 3 post players out there last night. And she said, Mike, only one of them played basketball. Oh, that surprises me. So it did surprise me. And I said, well, Coach, you're not doing your job if you can recruit some players. But anyway, Pulaski County, more of a diverse attack was the way I would describe it as a novice. And Rock, more of just a plain old power attack. Yes, I agree. I think that we're going to see that tonight. Rockcastle took big swings every single time. Not a lot of short balls in the middle of the court. Pulaski kind of mixes theirs up a little bit more. You'll see them swing and tip some. So I'm anxious to see how it all plays out. So without a doubt, Ellen Cherry, as the libero, will be called on to do a whole lot of finding those shots. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, we're going to step out for our final commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com. SportsCenter.com.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Most accidents and breakdowns happen close to home. You know who else is close to home? Tire Pros. With our 24/7 roadside assistance, we're always there for you. And our team of trained and certified technicians can repair your brakes, transmission, electrical, and more. Looking for tires? Shopping online is fast and easy. Choose from our huge selection of name brand tires, then schedule an appointment to have them professionally installed at a time that's convenient for you. Hassle-free, guaranteed. Tire Pros. We're here for you.
Here at Citizens National Bank, we still take pride in treating each and every customer like we would want to be treated. Our employees are here to help you navigate the confusing lending process and determine which type of home loan best suits you. Schedule an appointment today. We have highly qualified loan officers ready to serve you.
I know this guy. I've talked to him on the phone. He knows his stuff.
And welcome back to Rockcastle County High School. We are just moments away from the opening tip. We're ready to go. Melissa, as happened last night when we did a doubleheader, tonight you got a little video help, but I'm going to turn it to you because you know what you're talking about, and I'm going to get educated as we go. No, I have thoroughly enjoyed working with you, and I look forward to tonight. I think, humble opinion, we're going to have a good match.
I think so too. Was talking about that earlier today. I think that this match and the 48th district will probably be two of the closest, best matches in the 12th region tonight. I think that they will be very evenly matched and fun to watch. Looks like Abby Clevenger is going to be up to, not Abby Clevenger. Yes. No, it is Abby Clevenger.
It is.
Second guessing myself. She's up to serve tonight. Rockcastle will take a big swing from the outside, and it goes long. So the first point will go to Pulaski.
A little amped up, you think?
I think so.
Miss Brown got a lot of that one.
Yes, when Pulaski walked in, they had their music going and they were excited, and I think Rockcastle feels the same way. So she'll put that serve in again, and they'll go to the right side this time. Callie's going to get just a touch on the block, but not quite enough to put the ball back over on Rockcastle's side.
I think that was Barron.
Yes, I believe so, and now she's back to serve.
Right.
So Barron will go back to serve. We saw a lot from her last night.
Nice player.
Yes. So Abby Clevenger will have the first pass, and they'll send the ball outside to Maggie Holt. Big swing by Maggie, but blocked by Rockcastle's big front row. This time they'll go right side. Sienna Mullins. Big swing by Rockcastle and a block by Callie Eastham.
Nice job by Eastham. Timed the jump perfect.
Yes.
She high-pointed it is a football term, but
that is a big part of blocking. If your timing is good, you can put those balls back over, even with not as much height. So Pulaski will serve again, scores 2-1. Barron will take the ball, and they'll just tip it over right in the middle. I'm not sure if they meant to do that or not, but it scored.
It counts.
Yes. I don't think Pulaski expected them to do that either.
The smile on the face tells me maybe that wasn't intentional. I'm not sure.
I think so.
King might not have meant for that to do that.
It's like Brown is back to serve. Pulaski is going to pass that one just a little tight to the net, but Elizabeth keeps it alive. This time Rockcastle will go outside. Big swing out there, right to Pulaski's libero, though. Maggie Holt will answer with a swing outside. They'll go back to, that ball's going to be long just a little bit. That's Brown out there.
First substitution.
Pulaski will serve. Hallie Mayfield comes in to serve.
Morgan Keith came in along the front line.
Rockcastle will send the ball outside. Ellen Cherry will dig that ball up, and they'll send it outside on Pulaski to Maggie Holt. Big swing, but blocked by Rockcastle's big front row. This time they'll send a free ball over. Rockcastle will send it outside again to Brown. Those are landing right in Ellen Cherry's platforms.
Excellent.
Pulaski will score on that swing by Maggie Holt.
Took a little something off to make sure she could keep it in play.
Yes. I think sometimes at the beginning of these games, that's important. Take a little bit off, get those first couple in, find your rhythm, and then take some big swings. Scores 2-4 Pulaski. Rockcastle will send the ball outside. This time it'll go down the line. Ellen Cherry will keep it alive, and Maggie will send a free ball over. Rockcastle gets a hand on that. Pulaski's going to take a swing. That was Anna Farmer right off the block of Rockcastle. Nice, easy ball for them. Anna Farmer will tip that one, and I think Hallie Mayfield was called for a double on that one.
You know, interesting thing, Pulaski's the higher seed, but they're the visitor on the scoreboard. That's because Rock's at home, and it makes it less confusing. But
yes,
for me, that's the way I mentioned that for you.
Swing by Maggie Holt on the right side. Rockcastle will take a back row attack. Abby Clevenger has no problem passing that one. This time, Morgan Keith with a swing from the right side, and she'll score, putting Pulaski up 5-3.
Perfectly placed.
Yes, absolutely. That was a great swing by Morgan.
Ava King will check in as soon as they get everything straightened out over there.
Maggie Holt will be back to serve for Pulaski. Rockcastle will send the ball to their middle. Hallie Mayfield will play the first ball, and Ellen will send it outside. Ava King takes her first swing of the night out there. Comes up a little short into the net. But now Brown moves to the back row to serve. Maggie Holt keeps that ball alive. Hallie will send a free ball over. Rockcastle's going to send the ball outside to Barron. Right down the line. Little miscommunication by Pulaski.
Yeah, you don't like the miscommunication. You do like the immediate eye contact, my bad. Don't
Yes.
let that be a trend type comment.
Absolutely. Brown will serve again for Rockcastle. Scores tied up 5-5.
Home run. That is 2 services that I think I remember that they have served long, and there's no such thing as a gift point, but that's close to a gift.
I think so. I think that's one thing you'll see when you see teams that serve very aggressively. Sometimes
Yes.
you'll see those balls go a little long. Pulaski will send the ball to the back row, this time to Maggie Holt, and she'll swing. Rockcastle's going to set their middle. And that ball's going to go long. That was number 35 for Rockcastle in the middle. Allison McCoy.
Yeah, we're 2 nights in a row. We're starting to know these ladies.
Yes. Maggie Holt, nice pass by Maggie Holt. Hallie will set the middle this time. Callie Eastham, just a little long. She was probably going for that corner back there.
So we're roughly a third, maybe a little less, through the first set. Only 1 double hit. A little more cleanly played.
Yes.
Another
service error by Rockcastle.
a little too amped.
Yes. And I'm not sure if they are right now, but I know looking over their roster, their starting lineup was 6 seniors on Rockcastle's side. So
6.
when you have 6 seniors on the starting lineup, you hope to not have that many service errors.
Yes.
And those may have not been the seniors, but Coach Maples was telling me that her starting lineup was 6 seniors. So you don't want to give those points away in a match like this. Rockcastle's going to get called for being in the net.
Yep.
Number 22, Brown. Elizabeth Dalton is back to serve for Pulaski.
Pulaski's up. You say 6 serving 9, or how do we do that? 6, 9, 9, 6? 9 serving 6. So whoever is serving is said first.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm learning.
Big block by Callie Eastham. That's her second one of the night. Those are going to be important, I said, in the keys to the game, shutting down those hitters. And they're going to call their first timeout.
Speaking of that, it drew a timeout. It was that important. It's a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout. The name you know when your friends or family are buying or selling a real estate is Ron Shaw with Weicker Realtors Ford Brothers. Ron has a long-standing history of Community Services is a proud sponsor of youth sports in the Lake Cumberland area. Ron truly cares for others and works hard for all of his clients no matter the size or value of the property you're selling. You can contact Ron at 606-271-0774 or email him at ronshaw45@gmail.com. That's Ron Shaw at Weichert Realtors, Ford Brothers. Pulaski leads 10-6. They did not take the full 1 minute timeout. They were back out at about the 35-second mark. Rock, the short on the scoreboard, taking a little more time right now. Does the service issue come up in that first timeout in the Rock huddle?
I think probably so, because I think you look at the scoreboard and you say, if you hadn't missed those 3 serves, the score's 6-7, not 6-10, or 6-7, not 6-10. So Elizabeth Dalton served that ball. They'll send the ball over to Maggie Holt. This time Elizabeth will send the ball outside to Sienna Mullins, and right off the hands of Rockcastle's libero. Big swing by her outside.
Mullins got up.
She did.
She's, what, 5'3", 5'4", maybe? Maybe?
Let's see.
I'll get it.
5'6".
Okay, maybe.
Elizabeth Dalton will serve again. Yeah. 5'6", 5'5", 5'4", somewhere in there. This time Callie Eastham tips the ball. She's going to get up again and put it right back over on Rockcastle's side. She is killing it at the net tonight.
Yeah, and Rock right now, you're in danger of letting this one get out far enough that you're going to have to put on a major comeback.
Absolutely. Both of these teams, I think Pulaski has 12 seniors, Rockcastle has 6 seniors, so we were talking about that, if it's important to win your district or not. For those girls, this is their last opportunity to say that they walked away as district champions.
You'd rather hang a winning banner.
Absolutely. Great up by Rockcastle's libero on that one to keep it alive. Good pass by Maggie Holt. They'll get Callie Eastham in again. She's going to score again.
Pulaski is just up at the net right now.
They are. Absolutely. And I think that is going to be key to the rest of this game if they can continue that and keep that up. Elizabeth Dalton is still serving, 13-6 Pulaski. Off the hands of Sarah Barrett.
You're talking about an 8-point differential right now, and that's it's going to take a monumental comeback by Rock.
Yeah, and you see Rockcastle over there huddled up. I'm sure they're trying to tell each other to just play their game.
A lot of seniors out there. So.
Yes. This one's going to come a back row attack from Brown. Good pass by Ellen Cherry. Elizabeth's going to go to the right side this time. Ava King's over there taking a swing. Rockcastle's going to try to tip, see if they can score that way.
Acrobatic save by Mullins, but then couldn't get turned back.
Yes.
I wish I had replay on that. That's pretty cool.
It's amazing the way they can stick an arm out, a foot out, and get a hand on the ball and keep it in play. That's all you have to do sometimes. Great pass by Maggie Holt. Elizabeth will go outside to Sienna Mullins. Rockcastle will get a touch on it, but not quite enough.
They just don't have an answer for Mullins right now.
They don't. Sienna Mullins and Callie Eastham are taking charge at the net.
King out, Clevenger in for Pulaski.
Really, we talked about the front row of Rockcastle, but right now, Pulaski has a pretty big front row up there with Callie Eastham and Maggie Holt on the outside. Another huge kill by Callie Eastham.
And missing nothing now. I mean, everything on spot.
Yes.
We're going to get a second timeout here in the opening set as it'll be a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout. I want to remind everybody at the conclusion of tonight's broadcast, we'll have a Susan Hansford postgame show. During that postgame, we'll introduce you to the 47th District Champion team. May try to stay long enough to get the all-tournament team. We'll just have to see how everything plays out. Susan believes, just like in a ball game, everyone needs a coach in the important events of life. Having a great realtor when purchasing a home or property makes all the difference in the outcome of the transaction. Susan Hansford will guide you through the transaction so you can appreciate the journey through the real estate process. Call Susan today at 606-219-3276 to begin your journey. We will also select the United Cumberland Bank Player of the Game at the conclusion of this one. So far, Pulaski County has not played perfect, but they have played near perfect volleyball.
They have. The few points they've given up have not been too many points where as a coach you go, oh my goodness. just a couple little miscommunications at the beginning, but after that, I think they've kind of got their nerves out and found their rhythm. Abby Clevenger serves that ball. Rockcastle's going to go outside, and they're going to send a free ball over. This time Elizabeth will go outside to Maggie Holt. Huge swing by Maggie Holt.
How about the sets, though? They're just
goodness.
the perfect, and Maggie she can elevate.
She can. Right now, everything that Pulaski is doing is just helping the next step. So those passes are up there where Elizabeth Dalton can choose where she wants to send that ball. And when you do that, you just open up your whole offense. That's going to be tipped wide by Rockcastle. Another point, Pulaski, 18-7.
Well, if you're Rock right now, you just got to feel like it's all falling in around you. It's a landslide.
Good pass by Rockcastle. This time they're going to go to the right side to Sarah Barron.
Nice.
Elizabeth Dalton's there to dig that ball up, and they'll go outside to Maggie Holt. She'll take another swing, cause Brown to come in and have to pass that ball.
Dalton again.
Sienna Mullins takes a swing down the line, and it's a little wide.
And you've also reminded me and advised me as I've learned to watch this, it can turn in a heartbeat.
It can. It can. Until the score is 25-23.
Till you get a 25.
You are up by 2 points, and somebody's got to 25. I never count anybody out. Another missed serve by Rockcastle.
And a mental, the right mental choice. That's close, but again, that's at least 4, if not 5 serves that have been too long.
And, then the pressure is put on the next person who goes back to serve.
Absolutely.
Because they say, we've missed 4 serves. I cannot miss this serve. And then, they get in their head. And Brown's back on the front row now for Rockcastle. That was a swing by her on the outside. Maggie Holt will answer with a swing. Goes wide. Just off the tip of her hand.
In a lot of sports, if the first serve's not going in, the one tendency is to change something.
Yes.
And then you start lightening up, and the next thing you know, you're fouling them off. You're not hitting them cleanly. So it gets in your head in a hurry.
It does. Great pass by Ellen Cherry. Maggie Holt will take a swing from the middle. Goes a little long. Score's now 19-10. Pulaski's still up. Number 22, Brown, is in the back row serving for Rockcastle. Ellen Cherry with the pass. They're going to go to the right side to Sienna Mullins. Just off the block of Rockcastle. They're trying to stop her, but they just can't stop Sienna
right
Mullins
now.
and Callie Eastham tonight. Not yet, anyway.
Pulaski is getting a lot of contribution out of 3 or 4 players early that we didn't call their name all that much the other night.
I know. They showed up to play tonight. Hallie Mayfield comes in, and Morgan Keith also comes in. Morgan Keith on the front row, and Hallie Mayfield to serve. Rockcastle takes a swing that goes long.
Mayfield's cheering section, just our right.
Yes. Standing up, that's how I would be if my daughter was on the
Arms
court. I'd
folded,
probably be
trying to make sure
somewhere.
you're not saying anything.
Yes. Good pass by Sarah Barron on Rockcastle. Morgan's going to save that one and keep it in play. Comes up just a little short.
Yeah, that's another thing a coach has to learn to do is go stand away so they don't have to hear what everybody has to say. Nice.
Swing by number 40
That's a
on
catch.
Rockcastle. Brown, but they absolutely shut her down on that side.
Wow.
Maggie Holt and Anna Farmer, I believe, blocked that one. Maggie Holt's now moved to the back row to serve, and Ava King comes in for Pulaski.
Pulaski brought their student section tonight.
Yes, I'm glad to see that. I love it when the students show up to cheer for each other.
And unfortunately, that one served into the net, just a bit short by Holt.
Scores 22-12. Pulaski's up by 10.
Add one to that total. There's another serve out of bounds.
I know that Coach Maples is probably biting her tongue right now.
You can say, just the look over there is, do I say anything until the break?
Exactly. And what am I going to say to get these girls
and
to
then at the
get a
break,
ball in?
we're all on our own.
Yes. Served by Ellen Cherry to Rockcastle's libero. They'll send that ball outside. Sarah Barron will swing. Ellen's going to send the ball to Ava King outside, and she'll take a swing. Comes up a little short.
Might mention Rock did beat Pulaski in the regular season. The only district loss that Pulaski had was to Rock.
Yes.
They beat Rock twice during the season.
Ellen Cherry will pass the ball. Maggie Holt went for that one, but I think she and Morgan maybe weren't sure. You definitely don't want to get ran over by Maggie Holt, that's for sure.
Discretion, the better part of valor there.
Yes.
I'll just not take that one.
She gives it 110% every time she's on the court. Callie's going to punch that one over, give Rockcastle an opportunity to score some offense. They're going to tip to try to score. Morgan Keith is going to go up and swing. Rockcastle's going to keep it alive and go outside to Sarah Barron. Callie gets a hand on that one, not quite in front of it enough to put it back over like she has been.
Surely Rock will not do him another favor.
Surely not. Maybe they've broken that streak of missed serves.
McCoy will have the honors. Good serve.
Morgan will swing from the right side again. Rockcastle's going to take a swing from outside. Maggie Holt will pass the ball. We're going to go to right side again to Morgan Keith. Just into the top of the net.
This time Brown gets the block. Didn't get over the net anyway, but Brown filled the sky. On the
yes. McCoy will serve again. Just off the top of the net on the serve. Callie's going to tip right over that blocker. Somebody's there to dig it up. I couldn't see her number. Like Richards. Callie Easton will take another big swing. This time Rockcastle's going to get it up. Sarah Barron will swing outside. We're going to send the ball back row to Maggie Holt. She's going to try to find that deep corner back there. Not quite deep enough. She'll get another chance maybe. Right side to Morgan Keith, and she'll swing. Rockcastle will send it outside to Sarah Barron.
Quite a nice rally.
Yes. Send it outside to Ava King. I'm glad to see her get that ball over. I think
yes,
she's a young player, and that's where you see those nerves. You get in there, take a couple big swings, and they go into the net. You want to see them get that ball over and let them get some confidence and find their rhythm.
Ron Shaw Realty timeout as Pulaski has seen enough. Mackenzie McCullum will call her ladies to the side. We want to remind you again that since 1979, Modern Systems has been protecting communities all across Kentucky, and they're proud to be part of the communities they serve, committing time and sponsorship to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern System, your neighbors, your friends, they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you, from homes to business to school and churches. Let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security. Melissa, Pulaski got out to a huge lead, and as of right now, they needed a little bit of it as the lead is now down to 6.
Yes.
And I think Mackenzie McCullum is sitting there going, okay, if it gets to a certain number, I'm going to call my timeout.
I think you're right. I think that's what she was doing, and they reached that limit. So hopefully we'll see them get the serve back here and finish out this first set. Good timeout. As a coach, that's what you want to see.
And now you're at set point.
Yes. Elizabeth Dalton will come in to serve. Sienna Mullins checks back in for Pulaski. Brown will pass the ball, and they'll set Sarah Barron in the middle. Elizabeth will take that first pass, and Ellen will send the ball to the right side to Ava King. Good swing by her. Outside to Sarah Barron. Great pass by Maggie Holtz, and Callie's going to get up right to the ground. Great swing by Callie. 25-17 will finish out the first set with Pulaski winning the first set.
We'll be back after this break.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Laxton, President and CEO of United Cumberland Bank. At UCB, we know that being involved in the community is really important, and the Chamber is just one of the ways that we do that. We do outreach through the schools. Specifically, we love local sports programs. Helped out with several playgrounds across our markets. Any way we can help in the community and get involved. We try to be involved in all of our communities and markets. Our customers are our neighbors too. As a community bank, we want to be part of the community.
And welcome back to Toyota of Somerset's coverage of high school volleyball, presented by the Ford Brothers Auctioneers and Realtors. One set in the book here in the girls' 47th championship. Pulaski will take set number 1, 25-17. Melissa, your impressions of that first set?
I think that Pulaski shutting them down at the net early on really got into Rockcastle's head. So I think that affected everything that they did. Their serves, their passing, all of those things. So we will see this second set if Coach Maples is able to get them refocused and they come out and that changes this set. We'll also see if that gave Pulaski the momentum going into this second set to kind of give them the confidence to keep playing the way they played that first set.
Second set now becomes paramount as far as I'm concerned for the Lady Rockets, because the one thing, how you doing, principal here at Rockcastle County High School, says hi. Came up last night, asked me how my grandson was doing. It's a small world.
It is.
But anyway, to finish the point, you're in a situation that Pulaski's got a set in their pocket. You certainly don't want to go down 2 sets to love against this team.
Absolutely, because I feel like when you do, then the momentum just keeps building, and
you kind of took away. I like your point. The big hitters. When you took that away early, it's like, what do we do now?
Exactly.
If that's what if that's my MO, and all of a sudden that ain't it.
Yeah.
How about that for English for my teacher?
Yes.
Up to you, partner.
All right. Rockcastle will come out to serve first. Sienna will take that first pass. Elizabeth will go to Callie again. That one goes just a little wide. So the first point will go to Rockcastle. They have number 2 serving, Riley Sharrow. Maggie Holt will pass the ball up to Elizabeth. Sienna will take a swing outside. This time Rockcastle is going to send the ball outside to Sarah Barron. Callie will take another swing just off the hands of Rockcastle's libero. They saved that one for her.
How do you handle that one, though? It's right at the top of your head.
I know.
Your body is just not built to get anything to that area.
It's not. And, you try to teach your players where to be in position and when it's going to go out. But when a ball is coming at you that fast, your reflexes and your brain is telling you, stick your hands up. Callie gets a hand on that one. Elizabeth's going to send the ball to the right side to Sienna. She'll take a swing. A little long on that one.
And the Rock student section has all got here now. They were a little sparse earlier. They filled in over there, and it's Christmas.
Yes, I think I saw they're having homecoming week this week, so that must have had something to do with homecoming week maybe. Just off the hands of Ellen Cherry. Again, when you're back there passing those balls and they're coming that fast, it's so hard not to stick your arms out, and everything in you wants to make that ball go up to your setter. Sarah Barron will serve again. This one goes into the net.
And that service error again bites the Lady Rockets.
Yeah. That's one thing. Pulaski has been very consistent
they
with their serving.
have been very good.
I always say games come down to serve and serve-receive. If you can't do those two things and do them fairly well, you take yourself out of matches very quickly. We'll send that ball outside to Maggie Holt. Good swing by her. Rockcastle will go outside, and that one goes just off the block of Anna Farmer. And that was number 40 for Rockcastle. We saw a lot out of her last night. Burns, she takes some, I think all I saw her do last night was swing hard at those balls. She
Absolutely.
can put the ball down.
She had to ice the shoulder.
Yes, I'm sure of it. Sienna Mullins will pass, and they'll set Maggie Holt in the middle. This time she's going to tip right over the block of Rockcastle. Maggie's going to be called for in the net on that one.
Crowd does sort of disagrees, you think? Pulaski's brought a really good crowd tonight, by the way.
They have a huge crowd here. Number 22, Brown will serve again for Rockcastle. Scores 5-2, Rockcastle. Sienna will pass the ball. Elizabeth will send it back to the right side, and she'll get it right through that block of Rockcastle to score.
I don't know how Mullins is doing it, but she can find a seam somewhere somehow.
She can.
Big point right there again, Pulaski.
Hallie Mayfield comes in, and Morgan Keith comes in for Pulaski.
There is no sorry. What you're saying is a whole lot more important than what I am usually.
Hallie Mayfield's going to be back to serve, and this one goes in the net. Now I spoke too soon. See, I said.
The
Pulaski
dreaded jinx.
Yeah, I know. I should know better than that. 23 moves back to serve. King for Rockcastle. This one's going to go to Abby Clevenger. Hallie will send the ball to the right side to Maggie Holt. It'll go just off the block of Rockcastle. They'll send it outside to Brown again. Big swing by Brown cross court. Ellen Cherry back just a little deep on that one. Too far back to get that one up.
Yeah, so Rocks +4 right now and trying to win this second one.
Pulaski's student crowd wakes up just a little bit cheering now. Big swing by Maggie Holt to score.
And once again, that's always the best medicine for a crowd getting into it.
Absolutely.
Is to score against them. King will sit down.
Great serve by Maggie Holt. Rockcastle will set their middle. Maggie will dig that one up. Anna Farmer's there to tip that ball over. That was 4 hits by Rockcastle, I believe.
Yeah,
but I'm not
Farmer
sure
is
that
trying
the
to get
officials
somebody.
saw that. So, as a coach, you tell your girls to keep playing until the whistle blows. So, luckily for Pulaski, that's what they did.
But there's always somebody on my team I want counting. I want somebody letting them know. And the point goes to Pulaski.
Great serve again by Maggie Holt. Libero can't quite get that one up.
Just a bad set, right?
Yeah.
You'll take it if you're Pulaski.
Yes. Sarah Barron will receive that ball from Maggie. The ball will go outside. Maggie sends it up to Hallie. Morgan will take a swing from the right side. Little tight pass by Rockcastle. Those are tough passes for the setter to get there and get those balls out of the net.
And Pulaski's tied this thing up. They were down 4 just a moment ago.
Good run for Pulaski. Sarah Barron will receive that ball again. This time they'll go to the right side. Maggie will send it up pretty easy. They'll get there outside involved. I believe that's DeBoard that checked in out there. This one, Hallie, you're going to have to send a free ball. Rockcastle will send the ball outside. They leave her in just a little bit. Pulled her right into that block of Anna Farmer and Morgan Keith. Maggie Holt will dig that ball up and send it outside, to the back row. Great dig by Ellen Cherry.
Wow.
DeBoard will take another swing. Outside to Brown. Pulaski didn't quite have time to get back into defense for that one. She was up and putting the ball down before they had time to get into position.
I don't know how many of those we saw last night out of Burns, but a double handful or more.
Oh, absolutely. I would say so.
Quite a nice lady. Nice.
Great swing by Anna Farmer out of the right side to score for Pulaski.
There is power and there is finesse.
Yes.
We just saw the two.
And you've got to have a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Ellen Cherry will be back to serve for Pulaski. Scores tied up at 8-8. Rockcastle will send the ball outside to Sarah Barron, and she'll take a big swing. Just off the hands of Callie Eastham. This time they'll set back row. Goes just a little long by Maggie Holt.
Well, second set, tight.
Everything I expected from tonight. I assumed that it would be point for point, and both teams giving it all they've got. Great swing by Callie Eastham. She stayed outside that time to swing. Rockcastle's going to attempt a back row attack, but it's going to go into the net.
You know, to be honest, I thought the first set was a bit of an anomaly, he is almost trying to say. Pulaski seemed to get out, and there was one gap in there where Rock just didn't have an answer, mostly because of service error. But I don't expect to see too many scores that lopsided tonight.
Yeah, I don't either. I think that was maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe a little bit. You know, sometimes you think when you have the home court advantage to say that sometimes affects them even more because you think they would be more comfortable, but sometimes it works to your disadvantage instead of your advantage. And they're going to let that one drop, and Elizabeth Dalton will serve for Pulaski.
Pulaski student section giving them the raspberries.
Rockcastle, they're going to send the ball to the back row to Brown, try to get her some swings back there. Elizabeth's going to send it to the right side. DeBoer's going to take a swing right off the block of Rockcastle. I love that they're hitting those balls off of the block of Rockcastle. When you have a big block like that, you've either got to go off their hands or you've got to get the ball over them.
Over
if
their
you
head
don't have the height to get around them,
right,
then that scores just as well as anything else. Well, just off the hand of Elizabeth Dalton on that serve. She's going to miss into the net. Still up by 1 here in the second set.
Rock has got 2/3 of the big front out there now, and to be honest with you, last night we saw Barron, the third member of that party, and very good at the net.
Absolutely. I think the roster says 5-3. Great spot by DeBoer to see that open spot.
Goes back to her teammates kind of like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She'll check out, and Clevenger will come in to serve.
You know, it may say Sarah Barron is 5'3", but she plays more like she's 5'9" or 5'10".
Yeah, I was going to say she's the best 5'3" player I've seen in a long time.
Great serve by Abby Clevenger. They're going to attempt to tip the ball over.
Kind of a double hit.
Yeah.
Almost a catch.
Yes. Abby Clevenger will serve again. This time they're up by 3 now. And overpass by Rockcastle, and Callie's going to take advantage of that one. They're going to send a free ball over. Great pass by Abby Clevenger, and Callie's going to get up again. Brown will take that ball. It's going to be a double on Rockcastle.
Well, Pulaski has turned a 4-point deficit earlier in this set to a 4-point advantage at 14 serving 10, or 10 serving, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he said.
14-10.
Yeah.
This time Rockcastle's going to try to tip. We didn't see them do that a lot last night. They take big swings, but I've seen them a couple of times now try to take a little bit off and get around the block of Pulaski. So when you have those blocks in front of you, it changes how you play your game.
You have to adapt.
You do.
Probably not used to having that many blocked.
I don't think so. I haven't got to watch them play until last night this season. You know, if they haven't seen that all season long, it's hard to change on the fly what you've been doing all season. So if you're used to getting up there and being able to take big swings and they're uncontested, it gets in your head just a little bit. Saw Callie Eastham talking to her setter there. You've got that. I like to see that kind of communication on the court.
Boom.
That ball is going to go long by Rockcastle.
Yeah,
Abby Clevenger serving still. Oh, she is not still serving.
It's
They're
going to be
rotate.
Young.
It's going to be Young. She went back to chase that ball, and I thought maybe she was going back to serve. See Malia Young checking into the game. Huge kill by Sienna Mullins. That is how you take advantage of an overpass.
Oh, my.
Big celebration by Maggie Holt to finish that.
I think we're going to get a timeout.
I think we are.
That'll be a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout with Pulaski leading 16-11 in the second set, and they're up 1-0. That is brought to you by the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, keeping stats and the correct score. It's important to players, coaches, and fans. Again, same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting's not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. Proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, located on Parker's Mill in Somerset. Don't forget, this is Toyota of Somerset High School Volleyball. They're our title sponsor, and we want to thank them, and our presenting sponsor, the Ford Brothers Auctioneers. They make this possible. If you get a chance, tell all of our sponsors thank you.
All right, they're still waiting for Rockcastle to take the floor. Time's just getting ready to end on the clock. Malia Young is back to serve for Pulaski. That last point has to be in Rockcastle County's head right now.
Yep.
They'll send the ball up, have to send a free ball over. Malia Young will pass to Elizabeth. They'll send it outside to Maggie. She's going to take a little bit off and see what she can do. Elizabeth tries to keep that ball alive. I think maybe she might have tripped just a little bit on that one.
I think she, backing up as she was, I think she hung a heel and it tripped her.
I think so.
Good effort.
Yes. Brown is back to serve now for Rockcastle. Elizabeth's going to send a free ball over on that one. They're going to set their middle on Rockcastle's side, and Ellen Cherry's going to dig that ball pretty easy. Maggie sees that back corner open, and she's going to score there.
Wow, that was an athletic move because she's coming toward us and hits to the back corner. That's hard to do.
Yes.
The opposite corner, he was trying to say.
Which probably means right as she was going for that ball, she saw that out of the corner of her eye and knew that was the place she needed to go.
And adjusted on the fly.
Yes. Great athlete. Rockcastle will send the ball outside.
Mayfield.
Good dig by Abby Clevenger. Great swing again by Maggie Holt. Morgan's going to tip the ball right over their middle blocker and score. Morgan Keith.
And nobody home on the backside. I don't know. We had 3 on this side. And
yeah.
Anyway, Pulaski will take that. A Kemper Furniture kill.
Tip by Rockcastle, and they're going to score on that one.
Well, if you're Rock, you're 5 points down deep into the second set. You've got to pull this one out. You're still alive if you don't, but you're on life support.
Yes, absolutely. Great serve by King. Hallie's going to send the ball to the right side, and Maggie's going to take a swing cross court, but it's going to go a little wide.
That got the coaching staff.
Yeah. You don't ever want to turn your back when you're over there, that's for sure. I've been hit just a time or two. Anna's going to turn and try to put up a block on that overpass, but Rockcastle's going to score.
Important couple of points right here. Rock was down 5. They're trying to get back in this one.
Good pass by Morgan Keith. Anna Farmer will send a free ball over to Rockcastle. They'll send the ball outside. Big swing by Brown.
Mayfield, wow.
Outside to Maggie Holt. Great set. Rockcastle's going to send a free ball again. We'll see what Pulaski does with this one. They'll go back to Maggie Holt. And another huge swing by Maggie Holt on the outside.
Maggie Holt said with another Kemper Furniture kill right there, she basically just said, I too can play big at the net.
Absolutely. And she does.
Yes, she does.
Every point.
That was pretty.
And she's going to give them a good serve, too. Good job. Good job by Pulaski County's, the girls up there on the net.
Those are 2 big points. That, again, ekes it back out to a 5 spot.
Another good serve by Maggie Holt. This time Rockcastle will send the ball outside, and they're going to send a free ball. Gives Pulaski the opportunity to run some offense. Big swing by Anna Farmer, just into the top of the net.
Rock will send Burns back to do the honors.
DeBoard will pass that first ball, and it'll go to the right side over here. They'll take a swing, Anna Farmer. DeBoard putting up a good block over there. This time Hallie will go to the back row to Maggie Holt, and she'll take a swing. Burns back there to dig it up. They'll go outside to Sarah Barron. Good dig by Ellen Cherry. Outside to DeBoard this time. Burns is back there again to dig up those balls. That one's going to go short. Maggie's going to send a free ball over to keep it alive. This time Burns will send a ball to Sarah Barron, just a little too tight into the net. For a point, Pulaski. Looks like Ellen Cherry is going to be going back to serve.
Kelly Easton going to come in, get a little length at the net here.
Good serve by Ellen Cherry. Rockcastle's going to take a big swing out of the middle to score.
Well-placed ball on that return.
Yes. That's McCoy back to serve for Rockcastle. Ellen Cherry will pass that ball. Callie Easton's going to tip right into the block of Rockcastle. Ellen will send a free ball over to Rockcastle. This time they're going to send it to the outside to Sarah Barron. She's going to tip right over that block of Pulaski. Great save by Maggie Holt. Or that was Becca DeBoard, I believe.
It was.
Good hand on that ball.
21 or 18 serving 21. 8 whatever.
18-21.
There you go.
Good pass by Ellen Cherry. Hallie Mayfield will send the ball to Callie outside. We're going to have a net call on Rockcastle. Point for Pulaski.
Big point.
Big point, yes. Elizabeth Dalton will come back into the game, and Sienna Mullins will come back into the game for Pulaski.
I know you know Coach Reynolds well. I don't. That pose has been there since we got here tonight.
Coach Maples?
Yeah,
yes.
Just folded.
Yes. I think at this point she's thinking, my seniors may be falling apart just a little bit.
Pulaski with the point as a serve. It doesn't come back. They're going to use their second timeout. And we're going to refer to that as a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout. And we're going to step out for this word from Kemper Furniture.
Don't miss the great fall sale at Kemper Home Furnishings. Kemper has awesome sale prices on all the best-selling brands. On top of the super sale prices, Kemper is offering you your choice of an extra 10% off the lowest marked sale price on everything you buy, or up to 72 months. That's 6 full years, interest-free, same as cash. Only for a limited time at Kemper's in London and Somerset. Kemper makes it home.
And welcome back to Rockcastle County High School for the girls' 47th championship. And Pulaski is up one set. They won the opening set 25-17. They lead 23-18 here late in the second. They are serving, and here's my partner.
Elizabeth Dalton will take that serve. Rockcastle will send it to the back row. Great dig by Ellen Cherry.
Wow.
Callie Easton will send a free ball over to give them a chance maybe to stay in this rally. Just off the block of Sienna Mullins, I believe.
Yeah. That was a kill.
Yes.
Had a lot of intensity in that one.
Yes. That's what we're used to seeing from Rockcastle.
Yes.
Based on last night, what we saw.
And a little celebration on the side after that one.
Good pass by Maggie Holt. They'll send it to the right side for Becca DeBoard to take a swing off of that block.
I love Becca DeBoard's reaction. Kind of like, I did that.
Yes. And Abby Clevenger will come in to serve this possible set point here to end this second set. Rockcastle will send it to the right side to Sarah Barron, and she'll take a big swing. Abby Clevenger. Elizabeth Dalton keeps that one alive. Callie sends a free ball over. This time they'll go to the middle on Rockcastle's side, right to Ellen Cherry. Callie Easton will come up and try to finish the game. And Pulaski is going to be called for a double on that one. Point will go to Rockcastle, 20-24.
Almost celebration time.
Almost. Sarah Barron is back to serve for Rockcastle. Elizabeth Dalton sends that one over. Rockcastle's going to go right over the block of Callie Easton to score that point. Sarah Barron will go back to serve again and try to keep Rockcastle in this second set.
If I'm Pulaski County, I'd rather somebody else be serving for Rock right now. This young lady has been rock solid, not to use a cliche, but both nights we've watched her, she's been rock solid.
She has been. I'm sure she made some errors last night, but definitely not any that I can remember right now. Great swing by Maggie Holt down the line to finish the second set, 25-21 Pulaski. So Pulaski now goes up 2-0 with Rockcastle in the 47th District Championship.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
We, the people of this great land, are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Hi, I'm Michael Laxton, President and CEO of United Cumberland Bank. At UCB, we know that being involved in the community is really important, and the Chamber is just one of the ways that we do that. We do outreach through the schools. Specifically, we love local sports programs, help out with several playgrounds across our markets. Any way we can help in the community and get involved. We try to be involved in all of our communities and markets. Our customers are our neighbors too. As a community bank, we want to be part of the community.
And welcome back to Toyota of Somerset's coverage of high school volleyball. Toyota of Somerset's been a proud sponsor of this community since 1988, and they're proud to sponsor local high school sports. Toyota of Somerset is a multiple winner of the Toyota President's Award as well as the Dealer Rater Award. Whether you're looking for one of their 18 different new vehicles, a certified pre-owned vehicle, or a top quality used vehicle, Toyota of Somerset will help you own a vehicle for less. They accept every credit application, and their lending scores have millions of dollars to lend. They're located at Stoplight 23 or online at toyotaofsomerset.com. They're open late to the last customer is served. That's why Toyota of Somerset is all about you, and they are our title sponsor. We thank them for all they do. All right, Pulaski County leads 2-0. Rockcastle, I said at the end of the first set, really needed the second set. They are in dire straits. They need the third one now to extend this match. Somebody must have had a laser pointer in the crowd at some point in time near. And the announcement from whoever made it here at Rock was priceless.
I agree.
Sort of with the voice of the principal.
Yes.
If you have a laser, stop it.
Exactly. It sure quieted things down in here
It
just a
did,
little bit
didn't
for
it?
a minute.
And then I caught Rockcastle had one of their students out on the corner of the floor. Pulaski had one. They were playing rock, scissors, and papers from 94 feet. And both student sections were watching the other one. That's a fun thing. The laser pointer's a dumb thing.
Absolutely.
We're back to action.
All right, Abby Clevenger is going to serve the first ball for Pulaski in this third set. I think if you're Rockcastle right now, you know that every single point matters.
Yeah, you have no tomorrow. Well, you do, but
you do.
Not for tonight.
Right. Their libero will take a swing from the back row. I think that's the first time we've seen that tonight. Maggie Holt's going to try to tip right over the block of Rockcastle. They'll send the ball outside, and Sarah Barron is going to try to tip the ball, and she's going to score on that one. Pulaski comes in to try to dig that ball up and sends it over a little wide. Sarah Barron moves to the back row now to serve for Rockcastle. She served some important points there in that second set to try to close that just a little bit, that gap. Great pass by Ellen Cherry. They'll go outside to Maggie Holt. A little low on Maggie Holt's part for that one.
Yeah, I caught the tape, but it's pretty exciting when she cranks it.
It is. Sarah Barron will serve again. They're up 2-0 here in the third set. We're going to go to Sienna Mullins, and she's going to try to get over the. She hits into the block of Rockcastle, and she's going to score on that one.
Pulaski will.
Emily Burns, it looks like, will check in for the first time this evening.
First time I remember. Yep.
Good serve by Emily Burns. Sarah Barron will receive that serve, and they'll go to the right side on Rockcastle. Elizabeth will send the ball outside to Maggie Holt, and she'll take a big swing and score on that one down the line.
A perfect set and a Kemper furniture kill.
Emily Burns serving again. Sarah Barron will pass the ball for Rockcastle, and they'll send it to the right side. Abby Clevenger will dig that ball up. Elizabeth will go to the right side of Sienna Mullins. Blocked by Rockcastle, but Sienna was there to get that ball up and keep it in play. Emily will send a free ball over. This one's going to go outside to Rockcastle. Emily's there to dig the ball up from Rockcastle. Maggie's going to tip and try to find that hole out there with their outside hitter. Emily Burns is going to go to the right side to Sienna Mullins. Little low into the net. Rockcastle will score a point. Scores 3-2, Rockcastle.
Eastham back in for Pulaski. Eastham, when I was growing up, they had a quarterback in football a few years ago who went by Eastham.
Okay.
I have no idea what the correct pronunciation is.
Big swing by Maggie Holt out of the middle. Rockcastle's going to get it up. And answer with a swing out of the middle by McCoy, and they're going to score.
You'd love to win it in straight sets, but if Rock wins this set, you want them to have to work every ounce of it, and you don't want the kill game to get going for them.
Yes, absolutely. Good pass by Ellen Cherry. Elizabeth Dalton's going to send the ball to the right side to Sienna. It's going to go off the block of Rockcastle and land inside on that far side of the court to score for Rockcastle. Number 22, Brown, still serving for Rockcastle. That one's going to go a little long. Looks like Morgan Keith is going to come in for Pulaski. Hallie Mayfield is going to check back in for Pulaski, and she'll be serving. Good serve by Hallie Mayfield. Rockcastle's going to send that ball just kind of up in the middle of the court in the back row. The libero tries to take a swing, comes up a little short. You can see the frustration on her face.
But again, Mayfield back-to-back points, serving again.
I did not realize this until just now looking down at Rockcastle's roster, but their libero is a freshman, if I am not mistaken.
Wow.
Yes, number 11, Hannah King. She is a freshman.
That's
a lot of
unusual.
pressure
That's
for
unusual
a freshman
too,
to be on
isn't
the
it?
court with 5 seniors, and the pressure that she's facing, knowing every bad pass I make is affecting these seniors in their last district championship game. So she's doing great to have that kind of pressure on her. That one goes just a little wide for Pulaski. Rockcastle's going to score that point. 7-4 now, the lead by Rockcastle in the third set. And now the serve-receive errors on Pulaski, kind of getting in their own heads, I think.
Yep, a little bit, maybe a little bit of a mental letdown. You're up 2 sets. Maybe you think you've sacked this way. You haven't.
Yes.
And
serve by
on cue,
Rockcastle. Yeah.
Rock donates a point. I know they're not meaning to do that, and I don't mean for it to come off as that, but they have been their own worst enemy at the service line tonight.
They really have. They really have. And like I said before, I haven't seen them play this season, but I don't expect that was the norm for them. I think that this is just an off night when it comes to serving on their side. Sarah Barron's going to take a swing, and Anna Farmer gets a hand on that one. Maggie Holt will send a free ball. Their libero's going to run that ball down. They'll keep it alive. Swing on the outside there by Burns. Pulaski will send it to Becca DeBoard. She'll roll the ball down the line. Burns tips right into the block. She's trying some of Pulaski's tactics there with that one. Try to score on the block. And Pulaski will take a timeout. Scores 5-9. They're down by 4 right now in the third set.
Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services has made it their mission to be the trusted leader in promoting mental health in Kentucky for the last 23 years. They personalize your service to meet your needs, whether it be in our office, over the phone, or through the computer. Call Entrust at 606-676-0638 to get services started today from anywhere in Kentucky. You can always visit them on their Facebook page at Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services to learn more about what they can do for you or your family. At Entrust, your mental health matters. 2 sets down here in the 47th District Championship. Pulaski leads 2 sets to love. They trail 9-5 here in the third set. And Melissa, if you're Pulaski, this is almost like having a bonus set. But you can't start skating because then momentum somehow always manages to find.
It is always harder to play from behind, always.
We never assume anything to the 25, 23 or better up there.
Right. Pulaski will send the ball outside to Becca DeBoard. She's going to be blocked by McCoy on Rockcastle, and
they're pumped.
They are. You just can't let a team like that get that momentum going on their side. It definitely does not work to your advantage. So Pulaski has to work hard right here to score some points and get back on top. They'll send it to the right side this time to to Anna Farmer. Rockcastle will answer with a swing from the outside from Sarah Barron. Morgan Keith will take a block. It'll go just off the block of Rockcastle. Ellen Cherry will send the ball to Morgan Keith again. She'll take another swing off the block of Rockcastle again. This one's going to come over, and Anna Farmer is going to swing, and it's going to go a little long.
King will check back in for Pulaski. Farmer will sit down for a moment.
So Ava King will be playing in the middle, I believe, right now. Or maybe they're going to leave Morgan Keith in the middle. Pulaski gets
Even
the
though
ball
that
back
wasn't
right
way long, it still was another service error.
Yes.
Way long, that's a technical term, I'm sure.
Ellen Cherry will be back to serve for Pulaski. Seems to be a little bit of confusion, possibly maybe with the last switch of the middles.
Well, don't look to me to solve this one for you, okay? I'm going to let you experts.
It appeared that when Ava King came onto the court that they were possibly going to make a substitution.
Okay.
But then Ava King went behind the 10-foot line and came in, and Anna Farmer went behind the 10-foot line and went out. I think that there maybe should have been a substitution instead of just a switch at that point. So Debbie Goff will put them back into their correct positions where they should be on the court.
And you're absolutely, you understood what happened and did a great job of describing it. I think I even understand what happened.
Well, good. It's because I teach kindergarten. I'm used to explaining things.
And you have the right audience right here to your left. And that, again, is it's just a technical error.
Yes.
But it doesn't, no penalty assessed or anything to this.
Not at this point, right. If they asked for a lineup check or she just assumed that they needed to check the lineup, then there won't be any points lost or gained. They will just put them in the correct lineup, and then Ellen Cherry will serve.
I'm going to bet you that a whole lot of the people sitting watching this and people watching it at home with us didn't have a clue what was going on. So thank you for being here. Had you not been here, I'd have been sitting there going, I'm not sure what Debbie Goff's got going on.
Okay, it looks like they've got the lineup set, and Pulaski
And we're going to play.
Serve. 6-11, Ellen Cherry serving.
Crowd's kind of run. And they boo. Yeah, you have to boo it.
Of course. Great pass by their libero. They'll send the ball outside. Good pass by Maggie Holt. Callie will send a free ball, give Rockcastle the opportunity to score right here. Great swing by Sarah Barron on the outside. This ball will go to Morgan Keith, a little low into the net. Rockcastle will have another opportunity to serve here. McCoy going back to serve.
Lady Rockets have they brought a little want to into this third set. They don't want to quit.
Great pass by Ellen Cherry. Hallie will send the ball up to the middle, and they'll send a free ball over. Somebody was in the net. I'm not sure how they missed that
Somebody had
ball.
to be. Yeah.
I think it might have been Callie Eastham. She looks a little guilty.
You think that?
Just a little.
It's kind of like the one that said "not me" is always the one that gets.
Exactly.
Oh.
Good pass by Maggie Holt. Just a little tight to the net. So now Rockcastle increases that lead to 8 points. 14-6. Rockcastle is up by 8 here in the third set. McCoy back there serving. I think that maybe those seniors have realized we've either got to get the job done now or our night ends very shortly. They'll take a swing from the right side, and it'll be blocked by Callie Eastham. They'll send a free ball over. They'll send it back to Callie Eastham, and she will get the point with a kill. She says, if I can't block you, I'm gonna give you this.
The first block didn't work, but the Kemper Furniture kill sure did.
She has played great tonight.
She has. Still, Rock has a 7-point advantage here in the third set, trailing 2-love.
Elizabeth Dalton is back to serve for Pulaski. Rockcastle will send the ball outside. Some miscommunication, so they're going to send a free ball. Elizabeth Dalton's going to play that first one. Outside to Sienna Mullins, and she's going to take a big swing, dug up by Rockcastle's libero. Off the hands of Becca DeBoard there on the block. Down the line, and she's going to score on that one. Great spot by Becca DeBoard.
If you're Pulaski and you could get a little bit of a run right here, you might cause the air to come out.
I agree. 8-4, 8-14. Pulaski serving. Little tight to the net, and Callie is going to answer with a kill. Big kill by Callie Eastham. She was right there on the net ready for that one. 1 point at a time. That's how you have to.
It's like eating an elephant, right?
Absolutely.
One bite at a time. I got to love this.
Elizabeth Dalton still serving. Rockcastle will send the ball to the back row to Burns. Try to get her to score a point for them. This ball's going to go outside to Sienna Mullins. Big swing. Callie Eastham on the net, ready to block another one if it comes her way. Becca DeBoard's going to take a swing and score right off the block of Rockcastle. Lands right outside on this side of the court.
I know Pulaski's down 4, but you can feel the energy in this gym changing right now.
You can. Great serve by Elizabeth Dalton. Those deep serves are hard to return. I did just get word also that as they take this timeout, Southwestern has won the first set against Somerset Christian in the 48th championship.
Thank you very much. That is a Ron Shaw Realtor timeout. I want to thank the folks at Magic Monograms, conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and the former Backyard Burger. Magic Monograms is a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. I can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery, and you see the Lake Cumberland Sports staff running around with that green microphone logo, and Magic Monograms makes some of us even look good, which is a stretch. But again, Pulaski has I think they were down as much as 7, or was it 8?
I think so. It was 7 or 8. I'm not sure which,
And
but
they've got this back to a 3 mark. And honestly, for about the last 4 or 5 points, Rock has been a little shaky.
they have. And I think the closer that gap gets, the more you're going to see that from Rockcastle. Maybe those nerves take over. Sarah Barron's going to send the ball over, and she's going to be called for a lift on that one.
Yeah, and I think she was guilty. Good idea,
so,
obviously,
yeah.
but
When you're 5'3" and you're that tight to the net, that is about all you can do to get that ball over.
exactly.
12-14, Elizabeth Dalton serving. Great pass by Burns on Rockcastle, and she'll get the ball right back to take a big swing, dug up by Pulaski's libero, Ellen Cherry. DeBoard will take a swing from the right side. Barron's going to send a free ball over. Maggie Holt's going to be there to dig it up, and Callie Eastham is going to answer with a big swing, blocked by Rockcastle. Rockcastle's going to tip through the block of Callie Eastham. This time it's going to come from the back row of Pulaski. Maggie Holt had the right idea, but
Maggie
right
Holt,
into the net.
you don't have to guess whether it was a good play or one she wasn't overwhelmed about. Her reaction was immediate.
Yes. She is probably her biggest critic, if I was
Oh, you can
guessing.
tell, yeah.
She's a very competitive player.
Have
I like
to be.
to see that. Elizabeth Dalton's going to send that ball to the right side to DeBoard. Rockcastle will send the ball to the back row to Burns again and let her take a swing. And it's
Great.
going to land right inside the line, cross court.
That was well placed.
Yes. You can see Ellen Cherry and Coach McCollum talking about where she needs to be in defense to be able to get those balls up. Maggie Holt will send the ball up. Callie Eastham will take a swing and score again. Big kill from Callie Eastham.
Beautiful set, and Easton just drilled it.
Absolutely.
We'll call
Right
that
there.
another Kemper Furniture kill. A lot of that going on right now.
Abby Clevenger comes in to serve. 13-16. Pulaski down by 3 here in the third set. Winning the first 2 sets.
Wow.
And their libero is going to shank that serve. Goes up into the crowd.
In golf, that's a shank. I don't know what you call
Yes.
it. It's
Volleyball as well.
It's still a shank.
Yep.
Okay. Well, great serve, too, I might add.
It is. You know, we saw her last night. She was so consistent and served in that second set, I believe, and gave Pulaski like an 11-point lead or
Right.
something. So great serves by her. They're going to score another point. Rockcastle just can't seem to get that serve up to be able to run any offense right now. So Abby Clevenger closing the lead now to 1.
Yeah, that big lead has evaporated.
Great serve again. This time they'll go to the middle and send a free ball over. Off Abby's arms just a little bit, but Pulaski will keep it alive. This time Rockcastle's going to send it outside. Sarah Barron's going to take a swing. Looks like Ellen's made an adjustment out there to be able to dig those balls up cross court on that one at least. Ball will come from the middle this time from Rockcastle. Sienna's going to take a swing from the right side. Rockcastle decides maybe they should tip. A little sloppy there at the net, those 2 plays, but
Great
keep the ball
shot.
alive. Great swing. Great swing by Maggie Holt. Good effort by Rockcastle's libero, but man, that was a great swing.
But she found that vacant back corner again.
I know. She just-
it takes vision, athleticism.
Yes, I was going to say she just sees the court so well and can make those adjustments on the fly to be able to do that. Rockcastle's going to tip the ball from the outside. Elizabeth will dig it up. Ellen will send the ball outside to Maggie Holt, and this time she's going to take a big swing cross court in that other corner and score.
Clevenger's doing a great job serving. Holt's
She
doing a
is.
pretty good job finishing, and
She
Pulaski's
is.
back ahead.
They are 17-16.
And Sherry's doing a good job digging and a few other
I
things.
know. It's just
All
all
of them.
comes together. That's what you hope for at this point in the season. Another good serve by Clevenger. Rockcastle will send a free ball over, give Pulaski an advantage maybe here to run some offense. Maggie takes a little bit off of that swing. Rockcastle will send another free ball over. This one will go to the middle of the court, and Callie will send a free ball over. Rockcastle's going to dig that up, send it outside to Sarah Barron, and she's going to take a swing. Elizabeth's going to go to the right side. Beautiful set by Elizabeth Dalton on that one to Sienna. Burns will send a ball outside to Sarah Barron. She'll swing down the line. This one's going to go to the right side to Sienna off the block of Rockcastle. Sarah Barron will take another swing outside. Great rally. Maggie Holt sees that corner back there and tries to get the ball back there. Doesn't quite go deep enough. Big swing by Burns from the back row. Great effort by Clevenger to keep that ball in play. Oh.
Great effort.
Great effort.
We'll cheer that one
Absolutely.
on. Oh, my. I looked up. Pulaski had a player 40 feet beyond the end line to my left and 2 on the ground to my right at the end of that.
Yeah. Rockcastle just took advantage of them being out of position right there. Tied up 17-17. Good pass by Clevenger. Right side to Sienna, just outside of the block of Rockcastle.
We've seen this before.
Swing. Yes.
We have seen that before about a handful of times tonight.
You know, when they stay back and they can see the block like that, it just opens up so many things. When you get in too tight to the net and you can't see that block, the only thing you can do is hit right into the block. Emily Burns comes back in and she'll be serving. Missed serve for Pulaski. Ties the game up at 18-18 here in the third set.
Each coach is wondering, do I call the timeout or will they call one first?
Exactly. Do I need to save this timeout for if we're tied up 23-23, 24-24? So many decisions you have to make in a split second. I still think about those when I was coaching. Great block by Ava King.
Ava King with a big block.
Big block by Ava King getting in the game up there.
Hold her biggest cheerleader, too.
Absolutely. That's what I love about watching her play. She cheers for herself, cheers for her team. She is a great teammate and a great athlete to have on the court. Hallie Mayfield comes in. She'll go back to serve. I think Morgan Keith may have checked in also. They usually come in at the same time. This time Rockcastle is going to find that corner and score a point. Tied up 19-19.
Neither team wants it, well, Pulaski wants it to end, but Rock does not want it to end here. These next 6 points or more may be battled.
King is back to serve for Rockcastle. She's going to get the ball in. Serves just a little short. Morgan Keith is going to hustle to keep that ball alive. They'll send a free ball over. This one's going to go outside, and Burns is going to tip right over the block of Pulaski, but it's still a lot. Oh.
I think it caught the floor. Yep.
Thought maybe they might have got that one up.
You couldn't hear a whistle in here if you had a trained dog. So.
I have a little pole right here in my line of vision. Oh, that one's going to drop right in the backcourt. And now McCollum is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, that will not make her overly happy, I don't think. It is a Ron Shaw Realty timeout. We'll remind everybody that at the conclusion of this game, we will have the Susan Hansford postgame show. Susan believes that just like in a ball game, everyone needs a coach in the important events in life. Having a great realtor when purchasing a home or property makes all the difference in the outcome of the transaction. Susan Hansford will guide you through the transaction so you can appreciate the journey through the real estate process. Call Susan Hansford today at 606-219-3276 to begin your journey. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We are 2 sets in, so this set, if it should go Pulaski's way, would end the match. If it goes Rock's way, we will begin a 4th set. And if we should have Rock win this one and win a 4th set, we would have a 5th and final set. So could be a lot of volleyball left for us tonight. Could be not a lot. We get a whistle.
I'm not sure what Debbie Goff called on that one.
She's pointing at King.
It must be a lineup issue.
Again.
Maggie Holt is trying to explain where she thinks they are supposed to be, while Debbie Goff is explaining where they are supposed to be, I think.
What we have here, now I like one thing. Debbie Goff called something, and she is explaining herself, but there is very little. Now she will go to the coach. Now if you're going to have any fireworks, this is when you get it.
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
I tell my players, don't you dare say a word. I need you playing.
Exactly.
If anything needs to be said,
I'm going to say it.
I'm going to say it for all of us.
I coached the same way.
Yep. And I will give Mackenzie McCullum credit. she is getting an explanation. Now, at some point in time, you lose, you got to say, okay, the jury's already convicted me. I'm going to have to let this go.
Yes. Yeah, it's hard to decide that sometimes as a coach. When do I stop and when do I prove my point? How is this going to affect my players the rest of the match?
And the crowd's enjoying it.
They are.
You and I'm learning. This is the most intensity that I've seen.
And now Coach McCollum's dad is going to get involved. I think thought maybe he was going to get up off the bench and try to help clear things up.
Okay, King will check out. Farmer will come back in. The crowd will get excited.
Yeah.
And Rock will serve.
I knew it was going to be an exciting night on the court and off the court, apparently.
Lasers.
And now you hope your players focus and score this next point. Abby Clevenger will get the ball up. Overpass by her, but they'll keep it alive. Up to her setter this time. Hallie Mayfield will set right side to Morgan Keith. Blocked by Rockcastle, but they're there to get the ball up. Maggie's going to try to find that line again that's been so good for her. Big swing by Burns on the outside by Rockcastle. Hallie Mayfield will send the ball out to Maggie Holt off the block of Rockcastle, and they're going to score. That's what you hope after something like that.
Then your team comes out and your coach celebrates because she's saying, I picked them up. This time they picked me up.
Exactly.
I also noticed Coach McCullum went way down to the end line to get away.
Yes.
To make sure she didn't say anything.
Yes, because the last thing you want is for the official to hand you a red card and tell you to go to the locker room until it's over with.
And you won't be here next week.
Yes. Swing by Rockcastle from the outside. Hallie will send the ball outside to DeBoard, and she's going to score cross court.
And Pulaski seems to have just grabbed the energy all of a sudden after that little discussion.
Yes. Maggie Holt is back to serve, scores 21-22. Pulaski's down by 1. Off the platform of their libero, but they are going to try to keep the ball alive. Great effort by Barron to try to keep that ball in play.
Yeah,
tied up 22-22.
That was just too deep. Wow.
Yeah. Maggie Holt serving for Pulaski. Burns will receive that serve, and it's going to go out of bounds by Rockcastle. 23-22. Pulaski's going to be on top, and Rockcastle is going to take a timeout.
a well-advised timeout, I think, again.
I think so.
Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealership is the official photography sponsor of Lake Cumberland Sports. A big thank you to them for being our official sponsor this season and providing all of our games picks. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at the Somerset location. You and I officially agreed last night summer's over because it snowed this morning.
Yes, absolutely.
So stop by and see them.
Done. Yeah.
Don Franklin, they'll treat you like family, but we have officially declared what we had this morning to not be end of summer. We're going to call it winter.
I like snow, but I'm not sure that I like it in October.
No, I don't, and I don't like the 20-degree weather. And they say in the morning it's going to be even, maybe colder.
Oh, goodness.
Rock is going to take 60 of the 60 sections allocated during this timeout.
Yes. Coach Maples trying to get in every single word she can before they step back on the court to finish out this set.
Huge point.
23-22. Maggie Holt serving for Pulaski here in the third set. Right at their libero. I'm not sure that she's serving at her on purpose, but I think when you have a young player on the court like that.
She found her.
She did. This will be the first.
Potential set point.
Yes.
A match point.
Yes, match point possibly here. And she'll serve at Sarah Barron this time. The ball will go outside. They'll take a swing. Maggie Holt will dig that up. She'll send the ball to the right side to Sienna Mullins, right off the block of Rockcastle.
Great
libero
save.
digs that up, and they're going to send it back over. Ball's going to go up to Hallie. She's going to set Anna Farmer this time, and she's going to end the match with a kill by Anna Farmer. 25-22 Pulaski, your new 47th district champions.
So Pulaski County is going to win the 47th district. We're going to take a quick timeout. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to stay right here. Very good. I want to remind everybody that we will try in the Susan Hansford postgame show, depending on what pace they go about presenting the awards, we're going to try to drag our feet a little bit and see if we can't get you the all-district team, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. And one more time before we do get to that point of the festivities, I want to thank Mike McNabb, the AD here at Rock, for all of his support and his staff, and for the principal and others who've come and said nice things. We thank the people over here, and we'll invite them to our house anytime. All right, Pulaski County wins in straight sets. Somewhat of a surprise to me. How about you?
It really is to me, too. I mean, those were very close matches, well-played matches. I really thought that it was probably going to go to 5 tonight, just after watching Rockcastle last night for the first time this season. And, you know, I've watched Pulaski a few times, but I really thought that we were probably going to see a 4 or 5 set match here tonight.
While you and I get to do some off-camera work, we're going to discuss a couple things. We're going to step out for a break, and when we come back, we'll have some other things to do here in the post-game show of the Susan B. Hansford Report.
Don't miss the great fall sale at Kemper Home Furnishings. Kemper has awesome sale prices on all the best-selling brands. On top of the super sale prices, Kemper is offering you your choice of an extra 10% off the lowest marked sale price on everything you buy, or up to 72 months. That's 6 full years, interest-free, same as cash. Only for a limited time at Kemper's in London and Somerset. Kemper makes it home.
And once again, we're back at Rockcastle County High School for post-game coverage of the girls' 47th District Championship. They are beginning the festivities, so we're not sure, but we hope we'll stick around long enough. Want to remind everybody that the United Cumberland Bank player of the game has been chosen, and it will be Callie Easton of Pulaski County, and congratulations. And I will say this, they're naming the team, and if you'll help me, we'll try to keep up with who it is that Pulaski has named to the all-tournament team.
Maggie Holt has just been named.
So Maggie has been named. Pulaski will have a banner to hang, as the 47th District, as you rightly called, will belong to Pulaski County.
Callie Easton has just been named to the all-tournament team.
We would agree with those two, wouldn't we?
Yes, we would.
I think we would.
And if I'm not mistaken, that was the Somerset player that just walked out onto the court before Callie, Rayleigh, that we saw last night playing.
I'm pretty sure it is, yes. And they will continue that while I remind everybody that when we wrap up here, and don't you dare go away yet, when Melissa and I are finished, the 48th District is being contested, and you can go to our webpage or to Facebook or whatever, as Abigail Clevenger will join the all-tournament team.
Yes.
And we will get all of these for you, and I will try to get them posted later. But right now we're just trying to catch these girls from our local teams. Pulaski County moves to 26-10 on the season.
They've just named Ellen Cherry to the all-tournament team.
Cherry has been named. And Pulaski County then, I think we're done.
I think so.
I'm not sure. So, again, work with me. We have, for Pulaski County, Holt, Eastham, Cherry, and Clevenger. Thank you very much.
She was knelt down in the front, and I couldn't see her.
What you to help me for just a minute, because being newer to the game, I'm going to continue my education. We got in Holt an all-around player, but a front-line player, a bigger player, a more physical player, for lack of a better term to use. So she's one style of athlete that you've got on this team. Then you turn around and you've got Eastham, and Eastham was more of the, again, at the net type player, but had a fantastic night tonight. A little different style player than Holt, but still very effective in what she did. Then you've got Clevenger, who I'm going to call a serving machine during this tournament at least. I mean, was just involved in every little run that Pulaski put together in these 2 nights. And then you turn around and you've got Cherry, who is your Levereau, who is doing all the dirty work.
Exactly.
Well, not all. Obviously, her teammates are involved, but I guess I say all that to try to wrap my brain around 4 different style players playing different roles, and again coming together in a straight set championship in the 47th.
Yeah, and I think it's great that those were the 4 players that were chosen, because it kind of shows how every single part of the game depends on another part. So you've got to have that server who can come in when the game's tight, like Abby, who can come in and serve those balls. You've got to have Callie Eastham up on the net, putting up a big block. You've got to have Maggie Holt, who's playing all the way around, digging up balls, taking big swings, and then you've got to have that libero back there digging balls one right after the other. Sometimes not getting a lot of praise for that, but nothing else happens without them on the court.
Got to thank you for putting up with me for the last couple of weeks doing this. I'm going to learn. I've picked up 2 or 3 things if I just don't forget them on the way home. It's a pleasure to work with you, and again, your knowledge of the game, and I hope we find some way to attract you to our team. And I've already talked a little bit internally. I hope we find a way to expand our coverage. We said it the other night, it lends itself to televised coverage. What do we have to have? We have to have sponsors, and we've got to have schools who want to get the exposure for their kids. So if you're a parent and you get any blowback about it, please help. We're not trying to hurt Gate. We'll do anything we can. But if you watch this tonight, doesn't it make you want to go watch a game in person?
Absolutely, and I know a couple of the players from Pulaski who are seniors have grandparents who live pretty far away, so it just gives them an opportunity to see their senior take the court and then make all-tournament team. They would have never got to see that if we hadn't been able to do this tonight.
And this will bounce up on YouTube, and you can replay it, you can cut it, you can copy it, you can piece it. You can do whatever you want. We don't claim, we don't mind. We encourage you to use it as long as you use it in the right form. But again, thank you all. Thank to all of our sponsors, for Toyota of Somerset, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, for Magic Monograms and Whitest Cabinets, Entrust Counseling, Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships, Modern Systems, Randall D. Turpin CPA, the United Cumberland Bank, Kemper Home Furnishes, and Ron Sherall Realty. This is the wrap-up of the Susan Hansford Realty post-game show for Melissa, myself, and for Jeremiah, who did the work behind the scenes tonight. For all of us, congratulations, Lady Maroons, the 47th District Champion. We'll see you next week in the 12th Region Tournament. Melissa?
Thank you.
Let's say good